Come with me, darling, to a part of India that feels like a secret whispered on the wind. This is a place where the world slows down and every breath you take is filled with the scent of rain and wildflowers. Here, the hills seem to murmur ancient stories and the air itself feels enchanted, as if carrying the memories of generations past. We're heading to the northeast, the Seven Sisters and their brother Sikkim. Each state is a world of its own, with its own language, traditions and vibrant festivals. This region is a tapestry of cultures, woven together by rivers, mountains and the warmth of its people. Here, hills wear deep green, rivers shimmer, and the air is crisp with wild orchids and rain-soaked earth. The forests are alive with the songs of birds and the gentle rustle of bamboo leaves. Every corner is a sanctuary for rare plants and animals, making it a paradise for nature lovers. This isn't the India of crowded cities and palaces. It's a mystical world where nature is the main character. The landscape is untouched, wild and breathtaking, with clouds drifting lazily over remote hills and forests that seem to stretch on forever. As our car climbs misty roads, every turn reveals a new landscape: emerald tea plantations, bamboo forests, and cathedral-like light. The journey itself is an adventure, with winding paths that lead to hidden valleys and secret viewpoints. The people here live in harmony with the land, guided by the seasons and ancient spirits. Their lives are shaped by the rhythms of nature, from planting rice in terraced fields to celebrating harvest festivals with music and dance. Our treasures aren't gold, but the region's living temples, its sacred heart. These temples are hidden among the trees, their stones worn smooth by centuries of devotion. These aren't silent monuments, they pulse with daily life and devotion. Every morning the air fills with the sound of bells, chants, and the soft glow of lamps. Faith spills into markets, homes, and the soul of the community. It's in the laughter of children, the sharing of meals, and the stories told around the fire. Forget what you know about temples. Here, legends come alive and nature is worshipped. The forests themselves are sacred, and every tree and river has a story to tell. Every prayer feels like a conversation with an old friend. There's a sense of peace and belonging that wraps around you like a warm shawl. This is a journey for the heart, a chance to connect with a raw, beautiful side of India. It's a place to slow down, to listen, and to rediscover wonder in the world around you. Let's begin our exploration of these hidden sanctuaries in the lap of the Himalayas, where every step is a story waiting to be told, and every moment is a memory in the making. What is a living temple? It's the heartbeat of a community, not just stone and mortar. Imagine bells mingling with children's laughter, incense with the aroma of a community feast. These temples are woven into daily life, places to pray, meet friends, share news, and celebrate. The courtyard is a village square, alive with women weaving and elders sharing stories. Unlike grand distant temples elsewhere, these are intimate and welcoming. You're not a tourist here, you're a guest. Priests are neighbors, rituals are community events, and everyone has a role. Faith is practical and personal, found in lighting a lamp, offering a flower, or sharing a meal. The temple is an extension of home and community. As we explore, you'll see how warmth, inclusivity, and spirituality come alive in these remarkable places. Our first stop is Assam, a land where mighty rivers carve through lush valleys and endless tea gardens stretch as far as the eye can see. This region, with its misty mornings and vibrant green landscapes, is a place where nature and spirituality are deeply intertwined. Perched high atop the Nilakal Hills in Guwahati, the enigmatic Kamakhya temple rises above the city, shrouded in myth and reverence. It is one of the most important Shakti Peeths, drawing seekers and pilgrims from across India and beyond. According to ancient legend, this is the sacred spot where the goddess Sati's womb fell to earth, transforming the hill into a powerful center of creation and fertility. Stories and myths echo through the temple walls, passed down through generations. Unlike most temples, there is no idol here. Instead, devotees worship a yoni-shaped rock, perpetually bathed by a natural spring. This unique symbol represents the goddess herself, embodying the mysteries of birth, life, and the feminine divine. Pilgrims, often dressed in vibrant red, bring offerings of hibiscus flowers, coconuts, and red cloth. The air vibrates with the ringing of bells and the powerful chants of Jai Ma Kamakhya as devotion fills every corner of the temple. The energy here is raw, almost electric, a direct, unfiltered connection between the devotee and the Divine Mother. Many describe feeling an overwhelming sense of presence, as if the goddess herself is near. Each year, the temple becomes the heart of the Ambubachi Mela, a unique festival celebrating the goddess's annual menstruation. For 3 days, the temple doors close, marking a time of renewal and rest, before bursting open in joyous celebration. This extraordinary festival honors the life-giving power of women and the earth itself, drawing thousands who come to pay homage to the cycles of nature and the sacred feminine. Kamakya is a place where faith feels primal and ancient, rooted in the rhythms of the earth. Here, spirituality is not separate from nature, but deeply bound to it, creating an unforgettable experience. Every ritual, whether involving water, flowers, or earth, reflects a profound respect for the cycles of life and the feminine force that sustains it all. The atmosphere is intense and moving, filled with emotion and awe. It's an experience that lingers long after you leave, something you feel deep within your bones. Kamakya Temple sets the tone for our journey into the sacred Northeast, inviting us to explore a world where the divine and the natural are forever entwined. Next, we enter Meghalaya, the abode of the clouds. Waterfalls, living root bridges, and sacred hills. The Nartiang Durga Temple in the Jaintia Hills blends Shakti worship with Kasi traditions, surrounded by ancient monoliths. Here, rituals mix Hindu and local practices, led by descendants of Jaintia kings. It's a living example of cultural fusion and harmony. In Manipur's capital, Imphal, stands the serene Sri Govindaji Temple, spiritual heart for Vaishnavite Hindus. The air is filled with curtains and the beat of the pung drum. The temple is famed for the Ras Leela dance, devotion expressed through art and movement. On moonlit nights, dancers in glittering costumes transport you to a divine realm. Here, faith and beauty are inseparable, creating an atmosphere of pure grace. These temples show how devotion and culture blend seamlessly in the Northeast. In Tripura, the Tripura Sundari Temple stands on a hill beside a sacred lake home to gentle turtles and Diwali's glow. Devotees feed the turtles, adding to the temple's peaceful charm. During Diwali, thousands of lamps light up the temple and lake, drawing pilgrims from afar. From Tripura's plains, we ascend to Arunachal Pradesh and the majestic Tawang Monastery. Perched high in the Himalayas, Tawang is India's largest monastery, a city of white walls and prayer flags. Home to hundreds of monks, it's alive with chanting, bells, and the flutter of prayers on the wind. The main hall dazzles with Buddha statues and vibrant murals. Tawang is a sanctuary of peace and ancient wisdom, preserving Buddhist traditions in the mountains. Here, faith is lived in harmony with nature and community. These sacred sites reveal the Northeast's spiritual diversity and depth. Temples here seem to grow from the land, built in harmony with nature using local materials. Their designs blend Bengali, Ahom, Tibetan, and indigenous styles, reflecting the region's crossroads of cultures. Ahom temples like Sivadol rise with beehive domes, surrounded by tranquil ponds, stone and water in perfect balance. Monasteries in Arunachal and Sikkim, like Tawang, feature Tibetan architecture. Whitewashed walls, red and gold roofs, and sunlit courtyards. Interiors burst with murals and prayer wheels, inviting all to join in devotion. Some temples, like Kamakya, are born from natural rock and springs. Others, like Nartiang, stand among ancient monoliths. This deep respect for nature runs through every sacred structure. Temples are not just on the land, they are part of it. Here, the divine is found in both stone and the living world. Devotion in the Northeast is intimate and direct. Less about rigid rituals, more about heartfelt connection. Spirituality here reveres nature, ancestors, and community spirits, blending Hinduism, Buddhism, and indigenous beliefs. At Kamakya, you'll see tantric and tribal influences. In Meghalaya and Nagaland, old traditions linger alongside Christianity. Community is central. Festivals like Ambubachi Mela and Lai Haraoba unite everyone in celebration. Food is shared as prasad, breaking barriers and strengthening bonds. Temples emphasize inclusivity. Caste and hierarchy fade as all sit together in devotion. The focus is on inner feeling, not outward display. At Govindaji Temple, everyone listens to kirtan side by side, creating equality and shared joy. This gentle, personal spirituality invites you to participate, not just observe. Here, faith is lived every day, in small acts and grand celebrations. Entering a living temple here is a full sensory immersion, a journey that begins the moment you step through the ancient gates. The air is thick with anticipation, and every sense is awakened as you join the flow of devotees, each carrying their own hopes and offerings. Hear the clang of bells echoing through the halls, the hum of prayers rising in unison, the rhythmic beat of drums, and the haunting melody of flutes weaving through the air. Each sound is a thread in the temple's living tapestry, drawing you deeper into its embrace. See vibrant hibiscus and saffron garlands draped everywhere, tribal shawls in bold patterns, and rows of flickering butter lamps casting golden light. The colors and textures are a feast for the eyes, painting the temple in a palette of devotion and tradition. Smell the sweet incense curling through the air, the cool dampness of ancient stone, the freshness of flowers just picked, and the mouth-watering aroma of prasad cooking nearby. Each scent tells a story, connecting you to centuries of ritual. These scents linger long after you leave, clinging to your clothes and memory, a gentle reminder of the sacred space you've entered. Feel the cool stone under your bare feet, the time-worn temple walls beneath your fingertips, and the refreshing touch of holy water as you cup it in your hands. Every surface tells of countless pilgrims who came before you. Most of all, sense the energy, a peace and devotion that wraps around you, a quiet strength that fills the air and settles in your heart, inviting you to pause and reflect. Every visit is a transformative experience, engaging all your senses and leaving you changed. Whether you come alone or with family, the temple welcomes you into its timeless rhythm. The temple is alive, its rituals unfolding like a living story, and you become part of its ever-evolving narrative woven into the fabric of its history. This is what makes Northeast India's temples unforgettable, a place where the sacred and the everyday meet, and where every visit is a celebration of life and spirit. Here, the sacred is not just seen, it's felt, heard, and lived in every moment, in every ritual, and in every heartbeat within these walls. The memory stays with you, long after the journey ends, echoing in your senses and calling you back to this symphony of devotion. As our journey ends, I hope you feel wonder and connection to this extraordinary region. We've seen living temples, soul of their communities, alive with color and belonging. The Northeast's diversity is astonishing. Hindu temples, Buddhist monasteries, and ancient tribal traditions. Its people, with hundreds of languages and customs, are guardians of a rich heritage. Hospitality here is legendary. A smile, a cup of tea, a shared story. Travel is about opening hearts and minds, forging lasting connections. These temples invite us to slow down, listen, and appreciate life's simple, sacred moments. If you ever can, come experience this magic for yourself. Thank you for joining me. Let's keep exploring, learning, and connecting one beautiful journey at a time. Until next time, may the spirit of the Northeast stay with you.